Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Hey, TikTok, how you doing? I know it's been a minute. Oh, shoot. I know it's been a minute that I've been live on TikTok because I took some time off of social media. Hey, Jennifer, how you doing, girlie? I took a couple days off of social media for a minute because I had to get my mind right. I was still going live on YouTube, but I just wasn't. I ain't been on Facebook or none of the other social media platforms that I was on. So I am back. TikTok, I am back. Y'all welcome. How y'all doing? How y'all day has been going? We are almost here at it's almost Easter. Kids on spring break. It's school almost over with. I'm excited. I don't have to get up early. So let's go ahead and get started. Today's daily devotion topic is become willing to change. Become willing to change. Y'all like and subscribe on YouTube, TikTok. Let's like and share. Let's get these likes up over here on TikTok. It's coming from 1 Timothy 4th chapter, 15th verse. Meditate on these things. Give yourself entirely to them, that your progress may be evident to all. Recognize that without change, there can be no progress. Now, we're not advocating change for its own sake. That can be a characteristic of restlessness and a symptom of inner conflict. Change can represent great opportunities as well as potential losses. Although all progress produces change, not all change produces progress. But as a leadership expert, Max Dupree observed, we cannot become what we need to be by remaining what we are. That is true. If you want to grow, you must be willing to change. General Douglas MacArthur, hero of the Pacific War, said, life is a lively process of becoming. If you haven't added to your interests within the past year, if you are thinking the same old thoughts, relating the same personal experiences, having the same predictable reactions, rigor mortis of the personality has set in. Did you get that last sentence? Rigor mortis is the physical rigidity that sets in after death. And it can happen to you relationally, career-wise, and spiritually. 1 Timothy 4, Paul is mentoring his spiritual son, Timothy, to take over his leadership in the church when Paul is no longer around. Paul loved him. Rather, he would have to work for it. And that meant working on himself. Meditate on these things. Give yourself entirely to them. Hold up. Paul loved him. Rather, he would have to work for them. Hold up. I think I skipped the sentence. My bad, y'all. Okay. Paul is mentoring his spiritual son, Timothy, to take over leadership in the church when Paul is no longer around. And he was letting Timothy know he couldn't inherit the mantle of leadership simply because Paul loved him. Rather, he would have to work for it. And that meant working on himself. Meditate on these things. Give yourself entirely to them, that your progress may be evident to all. Opportunities in life come to all of us, but they're only recognized and grasped by those who are prepared. And that means being willing to grow, adapt, and change. Woo, be willing to change. If y'all just joined me for the first time, then y'all know well, you don't know that I am taking you all on the journey as I continue to learn about myself and about my purpose that God has gifted me. Thank you, Ann Johnson, for liking my live. Um, that God has gifted me after losing my oldest son almost 2 years ago. Thank you for sharing my live, 58 Kaliwa. I probably said it wrong. And so I have been taking y'all on a journey. And as I've been taking y'all on y'all journey, y'all, I really had to become willing to change. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate you. Like I really had to I really had to be willing to change because I am in such a space where God has me doing some things outside of my comfort zone. Like this right here, what I'm doing right now, talking to all of you all, I am out of my comfort zone. So I had to be willing to change. I had to be willing to get over how I feel and come on here and speak to y'all and do a daily devotion with y'all. Do I want to be live? No, I don't always want to be live. But when we do come on daily devotion, we do have a time on here, okay? And God will show up and he will show out and he will give me whatever it is that I need to give to you all. But I had to be willing to change and I had to add this into my day because at one point I was doing this every day. But then I changed it from going 7 days a week live to now I go live Monday through Friday at 6:30. But on this journey, I really did because it's so many things that's being thrown at me. Thank you, Lady K Destin, for the greatness. Um, it's so much change when God lets you know your purpose and you start walking into that purpose, y'all. It is so much change, so much things that I had to allow myself to do. Like, some of y'all probably just joining me for the first time, and I now have a ministry called Grieving Gracefully. Did I ever think I was going to have a ministry called Grieving Gracefully? No, I did not, because I thought my child was going to be here with me. I never thought that I was going to lose my oldest child 2 years ago. I never thought that. I never thought that I would be here and showing people that there's another way to grieve, that in spite of life and you don't have to turn on God. You don't have to shun God. You don't have to turn your back on him. You can lean into him and give him all of that hurt. Give him all of that pain. And that's what God has me doing. And in the process, now I have become a speaker. I'm being asked, like it's a conference that I'm speaking at next month. It's a family conference. That's in my state next month that I'm speaking at. Did I ever think I was going to be a speaker, y'all? No, but I had to be willing to change. So just think about your life and just think, what is it that you want to do? But in order for you to do it, you got to be willing to change. Like I had to change. Like right now, when I stepped away from social media last week for a couple of days, I really had to sit down with myself and talk to myself because I've been a stay-at-home mom for a minute now. For almost 5 years, I've been a stay-at-home mom, right? Now I do have a business on the side, a health and wellness business, and my ministry is new to me. It was started November 2023, but the past couple of days, it's like I don't know if it was the enemy or it was just myself. I think I'm fighting against myself because I was going to do a reel about this. But I think I'm fighting against myself because you know how you get so comfortable with how your life is, and then He's giving you what you prayed for. But in order to obtain it, it says I have to change. So I had to start implementing the things because I asked God what was my purpose. And then he finally, thank you for the follow. He finally started giving me these things. And then, I'm getting opportunities. Like I'm getting speaking engagements. I'm going, like me and my friends just went and spoke for career day at our at our the high school we graduated from, at our alma mater. Like I just spoke there, with some friends, and I got somebody, like, I don't even know the lady, and the lady inboxed me off Facebook. I think we had just became friends, and she wanted me to be on her show, scheduling stuff for 2026. But even though these opportunities are come to me, my routine at home didn't change. Like, I was still doing the same old, same old, like looking at TV, paying attention to the TV, not really, like, I'm still reading the word, I'm still spending time with God. But in order for me, thank you, Jennifer. But in order for me to really elevate, I have to change my everyday habits. I can't just sit here and just watch TV all day like I've been doing. I mean, I know God has given me the opportunity, but it's some things, if I want to go higher, I got to change. I got to change what I'm watching. I can't sit here and expect, just by looking at TV, that how I speak is going to stay the same. Like because what you consume the most is what you're going to be speaking about. So I had to find, because God was telling me I need a mentor. So I had to get a mentor. And I have a mentor. And she's also pushing me into some things that y'all gonna see me start talking about soon. Like, it's a lot. And I was fighting myself so that I was shutting down. Like, I I got a schedule to go by, y'all, and I still wasn't going by the schedule. It's like I was rebelling against myself. Like, I was not doing anything on the schedule, because I was like, when I was a paralegal, I always I'm a schedule person. I know that I'm a schedule person. I know I need a schedule. I know that I need a to-do list in order to get things done. And um I created the to-do list and I created the schedule. And then when I went to implement it, it's like something in me just wouldn't let me do it. I mean, y'all just don't understand. I would pull it out and try to complete the task, and I wouldn't do nothing. Absolutely nothing. I would come in here to my desk and I would get on my laptop. Nothing. I ordered new things in order for me to complete the task. Like, y'all see me using a microphone. Y'all ain't seen me using a microphone before. Like, I was doing all of these things, and still I wasn't completing my task. So I don't know how many of y'all are walking in your purpose, or you got some goals and you are trying to reach your goals, but you're holding yourself back. We have to be willing and open to change. As it says, meditate on these things, give yourself entirely to them. So we must give over entirely into the change. Whatever it is, we got to give it over. We got to give over to it. It says, so that your progress may be evident. Even though people see the change, they see the change in me. They hear the way I speak, what I'm talking about all the time. But I know that there's an elevation in me. So I don't, because I've been praying and asking God, I'm like, is this the enemy? Is this the enemy? Hey, Pastor, how you doing? I was like, is this the enemy holding me back? Is this myself holding me back? Like, what is it that is hindering me from doing what I'm supposed to do? That's why I got off social media. So maybe, oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Like, what is it? And that's when I got off social media, because social media, it can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing at the same time. Because even though I've been posting on social media and I'm doing my reels and I'm adding friends, and I'm interacting with people, I'm going live, even though I'm doing all of these things, I'm still not doing what I was supposed to be doing, because eventually you get stuck in the scroll. You sit up there and you just scroll on social media all day. And what does that scroll do? Absolutely nothing for my ministry. Nothing for my business. Just sitting there scrolling and sharing, scrolling and sharing. So I think this is a good series for me and for y'all, because this is a 4-part series. Today we're doing part 1. Become willing to change. Recognize that without change, there could be no progress. So I had to recognize that in order for me to get to where I asked God to be and to go where He wants me to be, where I can be used by Him, I have to be willing to change. So look back over your days and see what you are doing from your day to day. See what you're doing for your day to day. And um see what you're doing in your day to day and see um what changes that you need to make. What changes, hey Philmonica, how you doing? What changes do you need to make in order for you to grow? I know for me, I got to get out of social media. And I need to, and with my schedule, I actually got to put it in my phone. I don't know how many of y'all, like, if, like, I've started like being serious about putting things in, like, you could put, like, you got something to do, but you won't put it on your calendar. So if I tell people, like my husband the other day, we had a family night last Saturday, and he was like, "Do you remember I told you this?" And I was like, "Is it in our calendar?" And I was like, "If it ain't in our calendar, then I ain't know about it." Because I was like, and that's the thing. I didn't put my new schedule that I created for myself in my calendar because I need to hear that alarm go off, telling me to stop and it's time to do this, telling me to stop, because if I don't, I won't do it. And it was the same thing with me with working out. When with me working out, I also had to schedule a time and have my alarm go off so mentally I can hear it and mentally I can tell myself, okay, it's time for you to go work out. So I don't know if it's things in your life and you always forgetting stuff and you need to be held accountable, put it in your calendar. Cause I put multiple reminders. So I put a reminder like a week ahead, a week out, and then I do another one like 2 days of, and then they're gonna give me another one the day of. So that is a tip that I'll be doing with the calendar. Now that's one part of my life, but I need to do the rest. Y'all, when I tell y'all the past couple of weeks has been so hard for me, I have really been battling myself. And it might not have just been myself. It probably could have been part enemy too. Not wanting me to do what God want me to do. Because this is another thing, y'all. Now, mind y'all, I'm working a business for years. And um I was talking to my brother one day, right? And I was like, um, I don't know, we came because being a stay at home mom is not the norm in my family, right? So with me being a stay at home mom, they be feeling like I need to get a job. Like when I first started working, when God first told me to stop working during the pandemic, my brother had told me, like, you need to get you a job. What do you mean you're not working? See, that it's not the norm. I'm doing something out of the norm. Everything about me is out of the norm, right? So with me not doing out of the norm, and like they keep saying that I need to get a job. I'm like, why I need to get a job? I don't think I need to get a job. So my brother's giving me all these ideas, because it's stuff we're doing. And he was like, you need to get it. I'm like, I don't feel like I need to get a job because God has sustained us this long. He's going to continue to sustain us. So y'all, when I say I don't get, in these 5 years that I'm at home, I have not been getting a job offer or anything. But as soon as I said I was going to get serious and I was going to start scheduling my day and start doing all the things, start doing all the things for my ministry to get in the headspace because of the things that I have coming up. Y'all, when I say I start getting emails on top of emails, I was like, I ain't been a paralegal now for almost 5 years. And now I got an email about a government position. I was like, I see you, devil. I see you. You trying to tempt me to go get a job. Because if I get a job, that's just going to distract me from what God already told me to do. Y'all. Whatever it is, y'all probably hear my baby in here getting his toys. Go ahead. If you have some goals, or God has you going somewhere, and all of a sudden you being real distracted and you getting tempted by job offers, or you getting tempted by things that is not what God calls you to do, just know you're on the right track. You're on the right track. Keep going. Keep changing. Keep praying. Because, like, I had to go in my prayer closet and give it to the Lord, because I'm like, Lord, am I, like, it was so bad, y'all. I was questioning, Lord, am I supposed to get a job? That was not what he told me. Like, when I say I've been in a battle these past couple of weeks, even though I've been going through a battle, God has still been blessing me with opportunities that to do my purpose, even though I've been in this battle. So I don't know who else is going through this, but I want to tell y'all, like I tell myself, keep going. Keep going. One of the things that is helping me too is I'm doing I follow prophetess Tiffany Montgomery, and she has us doing it's called a clapback challenge. And in the clapback challenge, it is we learn a scripture a day, and we have to say the scripture 100 times a day. And every day and then the scriptures that we're choosing are whatever it is that we have been praying to God for, or maybe something is going on in your life and you've been praying for, like, whether it's something like a new house or something, or whether it's for someone in your family to get saved, like whatever it is, you're going to find scriptures, around that, and then you're going to repeat them, 25 times for 4 hours. So 1 hour you say it for 25 times, the next hour you say it for 25 times, and so on until you say it 100 times a day. Now you can get a clicker, a little clicker that's gonna, you can clock it, like click, 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 from Amazon. But I have a clicker that I downloaded on off the App Store, and I can type in my scripture that I'm reading for the day, and then I just sit there and I click and I say it over and over again. So I don't know who else may need to be on this challenge, but it's a good challenge to join, even though we're almost halfway through the month. There's no, like, you could still start and start learning to some scriptures, because we all know that the enemy is out. Y'all can look at how the world is going, and you need to know some scriptures. And if you don't know any scriptures like that, then I advise you to join us, because I did it because I know some scriptures, but I want to make sure that I know them when I, like, when it's time for war. I know my scriptures, okay? So I pray that you all were blessed by today's daily devotion. I kind of felt like I was rambling, honestly. I haven't been on here with y'all in a minute, TikTok. But today's daily devotion is called Become Willing to Change. And it's coming from 1 Timothy 4th chapter, 15th verse. And it says, meditate on these things, give yourself entirely to them, that your progress may be evident to all. Recognize that without change, there can be no progress. So whatever it is that you are trying to accomplish, just know that you must change. You must change your mindset. You must change the way you speak. You may even have to change the people who you hang around. You may even have to change your environment. So I pray that you all were blessed by today's daily devotion. I pray that you all have an amazing night on purpose. And I will see you all back here tomorrow for part 2 of Become Willing to Change at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See y'all later. Bye-bye.